Hello, everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest is current Elite Fight Night welterweight champion, Valanti Atsas. Hello, Valanti. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me, man.
I'm good. Just a few weeks ago in November, you defended your title again. It was actually a really quick fight. It was first round submission, the first round arm triangle choke. So if you can tell me, how happy are you that you finished your opponent really quickly?
I'm super happy, man, but I'm not surprised. I mean, all that work I put in just for a minute and 39 seconds. I mean, it's kind of bittersweet because I was kind of looking forward to staying in the cage a little bit longer, but everything just happened so fast, and it was like all the work we put in, it kind of makes some of the fights easy if the opponent makes a mistake early on.
And actually, he's a quite good fighter. So after the fight before that you fought in like championship distance, right now you finish the opponent quickly. So it's like two different fight, let's say.
I just feel like all three of my fights this year were like they were all like vastly different. And this one just happened to be the quickest one to finish off, so it's pretty cool to ride out in 2025 on that high train with a quick fight with a minute and 39-second finish.
And actually, right now you've got quite a good championship experience because you fought for the title many times. You are a champion, and for like before the fight, do you feel like any like different pressure with the like feeling that it will be a title fight, or for you it doesn't matter? Like fight is a fight.
I just think with all my experience throughout the years now, with that being my 10th professional fight, and then probably like 30th like fight around almost 30 fights overall between amateur MMA, amateur kickboxing, and pro MMA. I just feel like everything's just kind of like second nature. I'm pretty calm, getting ready for my fights. I'm usually kind of just laughing with my teammates and my coaches, and we're cracking jokes, and then I don't know, it's very like light. It's not like a lot of like tension in the atmosphere. It's until I usually start wrapping my hands. Then when I wrap my hands, it's like I kind of hit that switch. So I just feel like with all the experience that I've been getting and staying super active, like I feel like the last 3 years I've fought like 3 fights a year. So I'm always constantly on the clock. So nothing really is starting to feel different. Um, Up until this upcoming year for 2026, we got some things planned that I haven't done and I haven't done yet in my MMA career. So this year might be a little bit different, but I'm looking forward to the challenge.
And can you share some of the challenges for next year?
So as of right now, in late March, we're looking to go to Florida to fight for a promotion called Combat Night. The opponent has agreed, but I haven't signed the contract yet. So if everything goes the way that I would like to, then I'll be going to fight in Orlando in late March for Combat Night against another MMA prospect out of Florida who's 10-1. So that's what we're hoping for right now. It looks like everything's like green, but I'm just gonna hold back before I say anything official until I sign a contract. But as of right now, we're looking at late March, Orlando for the promotion Combat Night.
But it's probably great news because right now you are like 9-1. You are one of the top regional welterweights. So probably you should get some like big fight, big opportunity. And when you were like facing a 10-1 guy, it's like probably like a UFC level fight.
Yeah, definitely a high level fight. He's a really good opponent. I'm super excited for the matchup. I definitely want that challenge, not only to fight like another prospect like myself, but to fight in a whole nother state, and then to kind of get that opportunity to like be on the road and just like go through the adversity of getting on the plane, landing, cutting weight, making weight in Florida. kind of just getting a whole new fan base. I feel like for the Midwest, as far as like the Chicagoland area and Indiana, like I'm pretty well known out here. I have a huge fan base. I have a lot of support, and I just feel like to kind of get my name out there, I should go maybe to like the East Coast and then possibly the West Coast. So I'm hoping like this is going to be my year before I get signed by by like the top three like echelon promotions like UFC, PFL, one championship, something at like that nature. I feel like this will be my year to kind of solidify that note.
And probably it will be good experience for you, and it can be like preparation for going like to other country, because of course like UFC or PFL got shows in like different countries. So for you right now, go to like other state, other region in US, it's probably like just a good preparation before like next step.
Yeah, I feel like going all the way to Florida from Indiana is like a far enough trip to where it's not like a state right next door. So I feel like it would be really good experience to kind of get that under my belt. And then also to fight for another promotion. I've been fighting for EFN pretty much my whole pro career besides one title fight for another outside promotion. Um, and I think it would be good just to kind of tack that on my resume. EFN's great. It's been awesome for my career, especially because I've been fighting in front of my home crowd a lot, and I've definitely turned up the Midwest MMA scene with my name all over it. So now I just kind of want to expand, kind of get a fan base. I have a decent amount of friends and family in Florida as well. So if I get their support and then I get like some of my people out here to come out there with me, then I feel like I can make noise over there in Florida and definitely draw a new fan base with my style.
And for your previous fights, what is like the perfect training camps? So how many weeks you in like ideal perfect world would you like to have?
So I always try to go in a fight camp, um, like already in shape, because I don't want to make it like, oh, like we're starting fight camp. Now I got to get in shape. Like I'm always like even now, like I'm training. Like I work this morning. I taught classes at like 5 a.m. At a local UFC gym, and I had a few privates, and then I came home, took a nap, woke up, showered, so I could talk to you, and then after this, I'm gonna go back to training. So. I mean, I'm always staying ready, but as far as fight camp, I like to do like anywhere from like 8 to 12 weeks. And then if I am starting all the way out at 12 weeks, I'm making sure that um, I'm just kind of building my baseline. I don't want to like overdo it and get injured like halfway in the camp. That's something I learned like going through my MMA career, like maturing. Like sometimes like harder is not always better. It's like it's always good to train all the time, but you got to like moderate your intensities. So with this one, we'll probably be looking at 12 weeks and then kind of lighten it up right at like nine weeks and then probably start like camp at 9 weeks, 9 weeks out. So I think that puts me at like the middle of January or like right after the middle cutoff of January. I'll probably start ha hammering down on this camp and just kind of focusing on him because right now training is just like right now my training regimen it's like a little more not so much playful but like let's try stuff that we don't do. Let's see if we can like add something else in the toolbox or it could be anything from like now I'm working like a lot of gi jujitsu because it helps like keep my strength and it helps like zone in on my technique and then I'm doing like a lot of stuff, like for example, working out of the southpaw. I'm not a southpaw, but like, what if I have to use it one day? Like, these are just like little examples of just like kind of being playful with your martial arts and growing like in a fun way. Like now it's like the holidays. Um, Nobody in my camp really has anything serious coming up in the near future, so it's like now it's just about like staying in shape and learning, and then Trying to make some strength gains on my strength and conditioning um, with Coach Dussault. So yeah, everything's good, man. Just kind of staying active, and we'll probably start hampering in at like 9.5 weeks out.
And
Yeah.
how do you deal with like the tough days in the gyms in the training camp? Because probably sometimes you are like beaten or just tired because it's like a lot of work. So do you have maybe some like techniques or like ways of dealing with this kind of tough days?
And sleep. Sleep is like I think we disregard sleep like all around, like not just as fighters, but as like human beings. Like yeah, like massage therapy is good. Sauna's good. Ice baths are good. Like obviously eating healthy all year round is going to stop inflammation in your body. Being on your supplementation, like all these things are great, but man, if you don't sleep, like nothing really matters, you know. And I just think, man, any chance I can get to take a nap, like I try to do so. You know, like I just woke up from like a 3 hour nap, and I feel a lot better than I did this morning. So just kind of sleep, and the older I got, the more I realized like you have to kind of listen to your body and not fight your body. Like I'm one of those people to where like me slacking off in training because I'm lazy is like not gonna happen. Like my discipline is like my discipline's too good. Like so that's not even like a question anymore. Like if I don't show up to practice, like people know like oh he's not feeling right. You know, I'm not slacking. Like it's a universal known for me because I've been grinding. Like I just grind. Like I feel like hard work will beat talent all the time, you know, especially if talent's not working hard. So my work ethic is second to none. So it's just sometimes when your body's breaking down, you just got to kind of listen to it. And even though it kind of bothers you, like, man, I really want to go to this third practice today, but maybe I should just like rest, you know? So just like being mature enough to recognize that. Because that was a problem I really had in my amateur career was overtraining for my fight. Yeah.
And like when you go to sleep, for like how many hours do you usually need? Like not including nap in the day.
Yeah. So I need like 9, but I mean, with my work schedule, because I work like super early, because I have clients that like I get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning for like 3 or 4 days a week. So I don't always get that sleep, but I'll try to like if I don't get 8 hours, let's see, like 8 times 7 is 56 hours. So then if you tag on another 7, it's like, let's see, 62, 63. Like if I don't get that throughout my week, I'll try to find a day to where I can like kind of make up for it before the week's over. Like 2 days ago I slept like 14 hours. But I was like missing hours here, missing hours there, and then my body can like put it all together no problem just to get whatever I was missing. So I probably on average like 6 to 7 hours, but I find like 1 or 2 days within that week to kind of make up for it and like sleep all together. Now, of course, like when I'm in fight camp and I got some really awesome clients that have been with me for 3 or 4 years. So they kind of understand that like there's a time where I kind of have to cut it so I can like perform and cut weight and like mental clarity is like another thing when you're in the training room, especially when you're in like camp and it's focused on you. Like you don't want to just be there physically, like you want to be there mentally going through the reps. So when I'm in my fight camp, I kind of like cut down my work hours to kind of put my priority on myself for the fight. And then during that time, I'm sleeping like 8, 9 hours a day, no problem. But now, like, that's why I feel like I remember when we were talking last time, I was telling you on like when I'm in fight camp and I'm in those like final weeks, I try to think of it as like a vacation. Like I try to like make the best of it. So that's why it's like I kind of cut my work hours and I'm sleeping here, I'm waking up, I'm having a snack to keep my metabolism burning. But honestly, like the true grind is like right now when I'm not in fight camp. Because now I'm like getting up at 4, running to the gym, working till 10, driving to Chicago to go to practice, coming back, maybe doing another 2 privates, and then going to my second night practice, and then maybe forcing in a lifting session if I still got the energy, or pushing it off to the next day. Like right now is like the real grind because now I'm like juggling everything at once. But once I'm in fight camp, it's like it's not more relaxed because it's more intense, but in a weird way, like I'm kind of in my happy place until like the last week to cut weight. Because then it's like, gotta restrict my calories. Now I gotta be careful, you know. So, um, yeah, I guess like the grind is like right now for me because I still work. I'm still like paying bills and I'm still training. I'm not at that luxury yet to where I could just focus on my MMA. I still have to, work, pay bills, maintain a house, and, still train at the highest level.
And of course, you are like a really high-level MMA fighter with a lot of skills and of course a really good record. And when you watch a UFC fights, do you have maybe some one or even a few names that you think that you against this fighter would be like super interesting fight?
Um, Let me see. I mean, I don't know. Like when I watch the fights, I'm just trying to look at like tendencies and stuff. I'm not really paying attention to like, oh, I could beat him or I mean, yeah, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, man, like I'm on that level, for sure. Any specific that names, like I can't think off the top of my head, but just like watching film, I'm just kind of looking at like the talent pool and like I know where I'm at and I know like where I could be and I could definitely like be in that or PFL or something of that nature. And like a lot of my fights they go pretty fast, so like there's always like questions like, oh, can he do it? Or when are they going to put somebody in front of him who's going to make him? Even though like I've gone the distance plenty of times, but I don't know. I just know my talent level and the work I put in. Like I don't put any limits on myself. I know I can hang with those guys. Obviously not like the guys in the top 5 yet. I would like to get my feet wet and start from the ground up, but I filled out the application for the Ultimate Fighter for a reason. I didn't just fill it out to fill it out. So I know where I'm at and I know where I'm gonna be eventually. And right now I just gotta grind until that happens.
And about welterweight division in the UFC, because like a lot of things happen in last few months. Do you have idea who should fight for the title next against Islam?
Uh I mean I don't see why Morales wouldn't get a shot. If Shavkat was healthy, I don't see why Shavkat wouldn't get a shot. It looks like they're trying to give it to Ian. I don't see why that wouldn't happen either. I don't know. There's a lot going on over there. I feel like Islam's gonna pick his shot because he's double champion and he's kind of got like the playing cards in his hand, which strategically like that's smart. You want to increase your reign in the welterweight division. Um, I think he was calling out Usman. So if that makes sense to people, then okay. If not, I don't know. Um, but for me, like in my mind, I think it should be like Michael Morales or Shavkat or possibly number 3 Ian Gary.
Yes, there are a lot of good options. Actually, I think that Kamaru would be a good option if not the like so many contenders because I think that in this list he like Shafkat or Morales definitely they deserve the title fight for the title more. But I think that it's actually good to have this kind of problem that you have too many contenders.
No, I agree. There's always like there's a lot of exciting fights to make over there, and like even now, like we just saw Marab lose, so that like that shakes up the whole division over there. Um, I don't know, man. It's interesting. I guess it's a good problem to have, like you said. It's like you can plug in three or four different guys, and people are still gonna buy that pay-per-view. So as like the UFC is doing a good job, like putting the best with the best, I feel like.
And like one of the best option to get to the UFC, it's just taking a short notice fight. But of course, there is like sometimes the problem is to make weight. And for
Right.
you, how many weeks or days would you need to make a welterweight limit?
So right now I'm not like walking around. So with being with what you just said, like taking a fight on short notice, I've really like kept that like focused in my mind. So I'm not getting like much bigger than I was like when I was cutting weight from my last fight. I'm trying to put myself in a constant like walk around weight to where if that opportunity came and I felt like it was worth it to kind of just like drop the weight and then go. I'm constantly on like body fat percentage scales like every couple weeks just to kind of maintain my body fat, and then maintain my water intake so that if I did get the call, like I can kind of just plug in real quick and get to work. Like, I don't know, PFL is coming to Chicago in April. If they needed like a last minute, replacement, I would love to fill that void. So just like kind of like chasing these things without them even happening, just kind of keeping them central in my mind and on my focus that I'm ready to plug in. That's why I always stay in the gym, man. And not only that, like it's like my therapy. Like I train all the time. If I don't, then like I don't know. I'm not as happy of a person.
And because you mentioned that you spent a lot of time in the gym, like training people, but if we are talking outside of world of MMA, do you have some like hobbies but not related to anything about MMA or even combat sports?
Yeah, like I'm a Chicago sports fan. I just went to the Bears game Sunday. It was like one of the coldest games ever recorded on Soldier Field in Chicago. Like right now, it's like the holidays in Chicago, so we try to take advantage of like any events that they have, like the Christmas tree, or going down Millennium Park, or walking down Michigan Ave with all the Christmas stuff, and just hanging out with my friends and my family. Like the holidays are nice because it gives us a reason to like get together. And I come from like a traditional like Greek family, so like community is like a big part. So any kind of sense of community I can get with my family and friends, then now that I don't have anything like lined up, like I still take advantage. But no matter what, I always train before, no matter what kind of fun I have. So that way I can like do it with like a clear conscience, because that's like the thing about us is like we're used to a routine, and when we start to get out of that routine, like we get in our head a little bit, like like I was doing a lot this past weekend, like a lot of events, and I still made sure I went to the gym and did my thing and broke that sweat and got that like hard workout in, and I was like, okay, I can have some fun now, So I still like to go out with my friends and be normal, especially now that I don't have anything like lined up, because otherwise I'm pretty locked in. If I do anything, it might be taking my mom and my sister out to dinner, or going to get a coffee with my friends. Like other than that, like when I'm in fight camp, it's pretty locked down. So right now it's just nice to kind of feel normal for a little bit and enjoy the holidays like everybody else and have a little bit of fun, and but always in the back of my mind, you know, getting the call and jumping right back into that mode.
Yes, and it's probably good that you don't need to cut weight in December because it's
Right.
probably the worst time to do it.
Yeah, like over here in the Midwest, like Chicago, Northwest Indiana, where I live, it's like the weather kind of your body wants to hold on to like that warmth. So it's not like in a way we're at like a disadvantage to like people on the East Coast and West Coast who have like warm weather or like down south all year round because they don't have to like fight that cold. But I feel like from a mental aspect, it gives us like an advantage because like it's like cold or no cold, like I got to get up and I got to do this. And it's like that mental battle every morning. Like, oh, I just want to lay in bed and stay warm. And, it's like your joints are cold, your knees are like cold, and you got to like warm up. It takes like a lot longer for you to get your body going. But I mean, I look at it like as a benefit, it's like we're really grinding out here because it's cold and we still got to get up and go to work and go train. Like the mats feel frozen, like when you first touch them until the room heats up, and then you can kind of see like the smoke coming out your body when the room does get hot from like all the condensation of the cold weather transferring into like a hot room. So it's like I don't know. I kind of use that as like a mental edge. Like that guy's not doing what I'm doing. He doesn't have to go through this.
Uh,
That there's like mental games.
Yes, yes, it's definitely good to beat this kind of adversity, especially like in the morning. You know that you like did it something, accomplished something.
Yeah, it's like I'm waking up and it's like pitch black. It's like 4 a.m. It's freezing. It's just like you go outside and it's like cold air just like punches you in the face and it's just like, okay, I gotta go, no matter what. So it's definitely makes you feel like, I don't know, it makes you feel like a monster. It's just like you're in the winter cold doing what you gotta do. And then when you go home and you have a successful day at the end, it's like times two because you did it like in the elements and the conditions.
Okay, Valanti, so many thanks for the time and for conversation. I hope that next year will be like the best year of your career, that you will win some fights, get a contract either with like PFL, UFC, but definitely that you will be on this like another good winning streak.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. And it's always a pleasure talking to you and being on your podcast. Thanks for always reaching out. I appreciate it.